am Nona Grace, and I'm going to do the Keto Tag. The Keto Tag was first mentioned by Keto and the Chaos. And Tammy has put it out there that anyone that is doing keto and like to do the tag, they're more than welcome. Well, I've decided I'm going to do the tag. So the first question is, how did you hear about keto? Well, I heard about keto accidentally. I was riding home from Indiana and I was watching some videos on my iPad, and it was actually Chef AJ I was watching. She does high carb kind of eating, and she had lost a real lot of weight with that way of eating. And it was interesting to listen to her because it made a lot of sense, but it didn't make a lot of sense. So on the side panel, I saw ketogenic diet, and it was Casey Durango. So I clicked on that, and I was watching those, and I was finding them very interesting. So I decided I would just watch all of her videos. So I did. And when I was done watching her videos on the side panel, there was another one that came up, and it was Sarah Pearls of Wisdom. And Sarah, I just loved her videos after I started watching her. She's like a no-nonsense kind of lady. She likes to eat pretty much the same thing. She has a menu for Monday through Friday kind of thing, it seems like. I know she does the Fathead pizza on one of her days, and she has her big salad, and the way she describes her food, it's really very, very interesting. And she says it as it is. So if you're a lazy keto person, which I am probably considered a lazy keto person because I don't weigh my food like she does. I kind of eyeball it, which you're not supposed to do. But that's how I found keto. It was through the videos that I was watching on YouTube. I've started with one kind of video, and it moved me into another, and it moved me into another. That's how I heard about the ketogenic diet. Number 2 was, when did you start the ketogenic journey? Well, I basically started it that day. We were riding in the car, and we were not hungry yet, and so we decided we would just keep going until we were hungry. And that was never a problem because I was never one to eat breakfast anyways, other than when I was younger, and I was told I had to have a couple slices of toast and an egg before I went to school so that I'd have energy enough to make it through the school day. But I don't eat usually. And we started it on April 17th, 2017. It was that day. And what made me start keto? Well, the reason I started is it sounded like it was going to heal a lot of things that people had. I really didn't have any, I'm not diabetic. The only thing I have is high cholesterol. And I thought, well, maybe it could fix that, make it so it's not so high. But it's a family thing, so my whole family has high cholesterol. And I also was hoping that I would lose a little bit of weight so that maybe I'd fit in some of the slacks that no longer fit. Some people carry their weight around the middle. I carried mine more on my legs and my butt area, where my weight was. And I thought maybe this is the way I could get that weight off and fit back into those pants that I didn't fit in anymore. And how much weight have I lost so far? Since April, I have lost 20 pounds. When people would talk to me, and when I'd say that I was on this to try to maintain or to lose a little bit of weight, they'd look at me and they'd say, you don't need to lose any weight. And I'm thinking, they don't know. I had gone up 22 pounds more than my normal, which my normal is very low because I'm not very tall. So I'm 5 feet. So if someone that is 5 feet, range for their weight, if you look at the charts, and I always follow the charts from back in the 50s because I feel like they did not starve people, but they did not make you overweight. So I follow those charts, and I was way above the chart. The highest you should have weighed at 5 feet in the 1950s was 115 pounds, and I was more than that. So I knew I was above where I should be. And what have been your keto struggles? My struggles with keto, the only struggle I had was giving up the sugar that was in my coffee. I really liked 2 teaspoons of sugar in my coffee. I did not like sugar substitutes. I did not like the taste of them. I was not a cake or cookie or pie eater. I just liked my sugar in the coffee. And that was the hardest struggle, giving up that sugar. I haven't had much pasta. I love my pasta, but I haven't had much of that prior to this because I was trying to cut back on that, thinking that was probably making me gain my weight, because I do like my macaroni. I will eat it morning, noon, and night if I could, and every day of the week. And how has keto changed your relationship with food? Well, my shopping has been different. I just go around the edge of the supermarket now, around the perimeter. I don't go down the aisles unless I want to check on, just see what is on the back of packages. But I don't, that's probably the only way it's changed. And I don't have to cook. I cook like once or twice a week, and I put it in the crock pot, and that's usually the meat is in the crock pot. And then we eat a lot of salads. I didn't know that kale was sweet. It's really not bitter at all. I like kale, and so I eat kale salads. How has keto changed other areas of your life? It's just made it easier. My other areas, I guess, just easier because I don't have to think about food, and so I just do what I want to do, and I have more time to do it. And are you keto for life? I probably am keto for life, but I'm a sloppy keto. In other words, if I see something that I think I might want to eat, I will probably eat it and hope for the best. I don't have cravings, so I don't think I'll fall off the keto wagon, as they might call it. The only thing I won't do is I won't put sugar in my coffee. I have not used any artificial sweeteners because I'm afraid if I put it in there, I may never be able to take it out again. And it's taken me months to get to feel like the coffee tastes worth eating, worth drinking. I don't like cold drinks. I like only something warm, and I have tried bone broth to drink that, or bouillon warm. It's just I'd really like my coffee, but I sure would like it better if it had the sugar in it. Would you recommend keto to others? I have recommended keto to a lot of people, but a lot of people don't seem to want to give up all the goodies that they have in their life, and they always act like it's going to be too hard. They'll say, I don't have a thyroid, I don't have a gallbladder, I don't have... there's so many reasons why they just seem to think they can't do it and won't do it. So, but I mention it. If they're willing, they'll do it. If they're not, then that's their choice. And what are your long-term keto goals? I guess just to try to keep going as I'm going now and try to maintain my weight. I don't really have any real long-term goals. I just will keep plugging along. I plan to keep watching videos on it. I enjoy listening to the accomplishments of others, and I'm so glad that my struggles have been little. I did notice in keto, I don't know if it was in, I should have answered it in one of these questions, but I did notice that it changed. I used to have a little arthritis in one of my knees. I don't feel that arthritis anymore. My knees feel really good. I don't have any aches and pains of any kind. The only thing that the doctor can find wrong with me is I have high cholesterol, and I was hoping that that would change, but that hasn't changed. My healthy cholesterol, my HDL, went up, so that was good, but everything else went up too. So they really want to put me on a statin drug, but I'm not going to go on a statin drug. I don't want to, and I don't think I need to. I have a family history of high cholesterol, so I'm figuring that it's just the way my body metabolizes things. My husband and I could eat the exact same thing, and his cholesterol is good, and mine is bad. Every time mine is bad. So I will just keep going as I'm going. Maybe one of these days I will figure out how to get the cholesterol down, or maybe it's just my way of producing the cholesterol. Your body needs it for your brain. Your body needs it for your joints, keeps them lubricated. The only one that doesn't like it is the doctors. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I kind of go off track a little bit on the questions. I think I've answered them correctly, or fully, not correctly, because correctly for me might not be correctly for you. But yeah, that's that. So enjoy and have a great day, and I'll talk to you again at another time. Bye.